If you're in need of wholesome content, Robert Irwin helped Bindi's fiancé practice the proposal. Bindi, will you marry me? Oh my god, yes, mate! Thanks, man. So you think she's gonna love it? Oh yeah, I love it, mate. It looks beautiful. Oh, great. I do. What? I will marry you. Oh no. G'day folks, welcome to EmKay. My name's Jack, your Aussie dada from down under, and I hope your day so far has been filled with smiles. What's that? It hasn't. We'll have to fix that then right away. Yeah, this is r/Mademesmile, so if you could do that, that'd be great. Thank you. Could you please just make my job a little bit more easier? Men of Reddit. So, Reddit. What makes you feel manly? Carrying my sister's kids, 2 nephews and a niece, around. They always ask me to pick them up whenever I see them. So I started lifting weights a couple of years ago just so that I could continue doing it as they got bigger. It worked out as I intended. I got a lot stronger, and now the boys are 9 years old and I can still carry one of them under each arm. They love it, since their mother can't pick them up anymore, and their happiness makes me feel good too. Oh bruh, that's a swole heart. Wholesome. You mean swolesome. During the filming of Matilda, Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman, Matilda's parents, took Mara Wilson, Matilda, on fun outings to help her cope with her mother's battle with cancer. DeVito also ensured that her mother saw the film months before its release, before she died. Yeah, despite the character that Danny DeVito plays in Sunny in Philadelphia, he's actually a really genuinely nice and sweet guy. I always like to think of Matilda as the G-rated Carrie. Love thy neighbor, thy homeless neighbor, thy gay neighbor, thy Muslim neighbor, thy black neighbor, thy immigrant neighbor, the Jew. No exceptions! Okay, you don't need to be so aggressive. Seriously, I know it's being clearly welcoming of all here, but the way it says no exemptions up the side there, it feels like I'm not allowed to go in. Like, instead of them just standing there waving at the door to welcome me in, they're literally coming off onto the street, grabbing me by the arm and just pulling me in like, come on, you're welcome, get in here. I don't want to go to church. It's fun, you'll enjoy it. In 2017, a dog named Odin refused to leave his flock of goats behind during the California Tubbs fire as his owners fled to safety. Days later, the owners came back to their property to find Odin survived. He had managed to keep all the goats alive, as well as some small deer that had joined the flock. Don't get what's so incredible about this, it's just a god being a god. Whatever. Still suffering from extreme anxiety and agoraphobia, but I went outside for the first time in years. Still trying to make friends, though. For context, agoraphobia is basically the fear of places that might cause stress or panic. Basically big crowds, awkward situations, and Boxing Day sales. But hey, well done, and good on you for actually posting your progress like this. I find that always motivates people to keep trying. Because now we're all watching you, so you better keep doing it. Otherwise we will all be sad, and it will be all your fault, because we're sad now. Anyway, have fun with yourself, keep trying, you're doing great. My wife's nausea settled down after 4 weeks in pregnancy, and she finally started smiling, so we decided to take pictures with my dog. Hope you guys enjoy. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, the dog's just like, am I allowed to approach you now? Will you not get angry at me for coming to say hello? Seriously though, people who don't actually know what goes on during pregnancy, look it up, research it. It's honestly horrifying. Like, I am all for just encouraging my partner to adopt, eh? It's like years of torture. But you get a little Satan out of it, so I guess that's good. Rats can be taught to play hide and seek, and they squeal with joy when they win, scientists have found. Well, here's me being further uncomfortable with the idea of animal testing. Ruth Bader Ginsburg amongst her all-male peer group at law school. Rest in power, RBG. You have left a beautiful legacy behind. Truly a formidable force to be reckoned with. Oh wow, I can only imagine what she went through that entire time. Looking forward to her biopic in 5 years' time. Hello, I'm a white atheist woman, but I strongly believe that everyone has the right to practice their religion in a safe place, no matter what their religion is. I'm sorry for any negativity you may have experienced because of ignorant fear-mongering. Where there's hate, there is a greater amount of love, and you are loved. I know $20 isn't much, but I hope it helps with something. P.S. I'm sorry if this is incorrect, but I wanted to try. Meant to say best wishes in Arabic. Okay, it's a heartfelt gesture, but why? What was happening? Were they being bullied and harassed by people or something? What? Are they a homeless person? How do they have a working smartphone with such high quality camera? This is giving me more questions than answers! Just want to apologize to any neighbors that are missing a rack of ribs. Our dog escaped and came back an hour later with this. Bold of you to assume it isn't a fresh kill. On a separate note, police are still searching for the missing child. She ate pumpkin seeds, pooped them out, and they started growing. Here she is sitting next to her work. I did it for you, mama. Oh geez, vertical post, here we go. Does anyone remember this legend? The greatest Walmart employee, Shane. Let us take a stroll through history, shall we? Shane, quit offering extended warranties on the fried chicken. Management. Shane, stop putting some assembly required stickers on the 8-piece chickens. Shane, any free samples you offer must come from the deli department, not electronics. Management. Shane, stop asking is that your final answer and offering to let them phone a friend after each order. Management. Shane, stop putting stoner-approved seals on the fried chicken. Management. Shane, when a customer asks where to find a product, give them an aisle number, not directions to Albertsons. Management. Shane, quit putting price tags on the deli equipment and trying to sell them to customers. Management. Shane, stop putting out samples labeled as mystery meats. Management. Shane, stop implying Walmart keeps the good stuff in the back. Management. Shane, I don't know what swinecraft is, but ham cannot be sold as a building material. Management. Shane, the deli is not an appropriate setting to practice your ventriloquism. Stop making puppets out of the paper bags. Management. Shane, stop putting on multiple name tags and pretending to have a personality disorder. Management. Big sister holding little sister for the first time. Oh, jeez, you are ugly compared to me. You won't be stealing any of my future boyfriends. Our little girl recently started smiling, and it has really helped pull me out of the funk I've been in. You've got this. I'm sober for 5 years. I have a job as a certified chemical laboratory assistant and my own apartment. I'm over my ex now, and this was the first summer in years without depression and panic attacks. I love myself, and this is my honest smile. Okay, I'm gonna say something. It's gonna sound weird and stupid, but I don't care. Those are some aesthetic lips. I have this huge ex-military biker guy neighbor who is like 80% handlebar mustache and has a ponytail halfway to his butt. And him and all his huge biker guy friends all have tiny dogs and special motorcycle-safe seats for them on their bikes. And my favorite thing is when they all come roaring in on their bikes and take their tiny dogs out of their little studded leather safety carriers. There is this loud cacophony of kissy sounds and full-blown baby voices like, "Where's that fun, sweetie?" and "Who's my handsome boy?" Is this like a gang of Hagrids? I work at a small family-owned Italian restaurant, and my boss lets me study when we're slow, so he brought me a small pizza and said, "Snack while you study." I worked a 12-hour shift today, and he fed me 3 times and made me a sandwich to take home. He's an angel walking among us. Oh wow, treating an employee like a human being. Huh, that's wrong. That's wrong. Stop trying to break the norm. My 87-year-old grandfather recently got a Facebook, and this is the first thing he sends me. Hey, Courtney, just to let you know that you are not the only one in the family with graphic art talents. I, for one, have turned the number 8 into a duck with a hat. What's your next move, huh? What you got? Whenever I make tea for me and my mom, she every time picks up the one cup which accidentally has a little less tea in it, and it's a kind of love you can't express in words. One of my favorite secrets, well, not so secret anymore, joys about my apartment is watching people bring their dogs to the tennis court next door to free run within the fence, but comment, "Oh no, we forgot a ball." Well, guess who bought a bunch of old tennis balls for that purpose? I throw them from my upper floor apartment window so they go over the fence, land in the center of the court, and then bounce really high so there is no mistake that someone just now threw them. Then I hide in the window and watch. The people say the tennis ball came from heaven. They say it was materialized from thin air. They can't figure it out. The dog and people have a great time and play and then go home. Just before they leave, the owner looks around and up at the sky in wonder. Usually, the pupper gets to take home their present from the sky like a trophy. No one is the wiser. It is the best. I'm just thinking about the time they sent me, a 7-year-old autistic patient, to investigate if he was suffering abuse because in every psychological test, he kept drawing awful monsters. And I start the consultation already miserable as heck, and I give the kid some pen and paper so I can maybe communicate and see what's on his mind. And then I go, "Wait a goddamn second, I know those monsters!" Turns out the kid just had a very special interest in Five Nights at Freddy's. I pointed at the monster and went, "That's Freddy!" And I've never seen a kid that ecstatic in my life. The mum looked at me as if her son and I belonged at the same satanic cult, and that's why I knew the names of the demons in his head. I wrote back to the psychologist like, "I'm not sure how to explain this, but looking up Five Nights at Freddy's might bring you progress with this patient." At some point, the nurses realized the autistic children and I were like really vibing. So they decided to high-key just appoint all of them to my day. And it took me almost a month to realize that the fact that I kept arriving and finding that all of today's appointment were autistic children was not a coincidence. Anyway, this one time there was a kid who was really into Christianity, but it was like specifically angels. So I'm trying to start up a conversation with him, and I ask what he's reading, and he goes, "Do you know what a Nephilim is?" And like for one hellish second, my soul is sucker punched out of my body and thrown straight into a supernatural fanfic on Wattpad hell. And then I reassume control upon my flesh prison, ignoring the mental edits of Dean and Castiel making out, and and go, "Aren't those the guys who are half human and half angel?" And the kid was so freaking happy, but the mum was staring at me like, "Why are you privy to this bit of occult Jesus lore?" And my heathen lesbian of a self just looks at her and goes, "I love Biblia." This is my first vacation being sober in almost 5 years, and my sister and nephew came up from Georgia for the week. I haven't been this happy in a very long time. Oh yeah, being in Australia, I kind of forget that a lot of Americans are still dealing with the fact that COVID's everywhere. Nice to see some of you are finding happiness when you can. A high school junior stayed on Zoom after my final class today. He said he just wanted to do a vibe check on his teachers. Like, you're all checking in on us, but who's checking in on you? Cute Pam gif. My heart. 14 months and 115 pounds later, she's happy now, and it makes me smile every day. Hell yes, girl. Love the progress. You are looking amazing. Bug class reunion. I became a moth. Dang. I became a butterfly. Dang. What about you, worm? I accepted myself for who I am. Dang! My 89-year-old grandmother has dementia. I brought my baby Yoda along for a visit, and she instantly fell in love with it. Now it's hers, and she named it Ladybug. Now before we squabble off today, we've got some fan art to highlight. Today's work is by Extra Crispy Toast. Hello there, Crispy. Thank you for the fan art. Oh, no, what happened to their head? Well, their hair? Their fingers. Finger heads. See, that right there is why I duck under every fan I see. Anyway, thank you for the work, Extra Crispy Toast. Hope you've had a wonderful one and managed to smile today thanks to today's video. Now, you crusty crumpets, that does become the end of video today. It's over this now thing. If you made it this far in the video, clearly you enjoyed your time here, so come on, why not like the video? And, hey, check your subscribe too. It's sometimes it stops you from being subscribed because it's a dum-dum. YouTube's a dum-dum sometimes. Get that notification bell ringing so you're always updated on the latest of good videos. And with that said, my name has been Jack. It's been lovely talking to you. I hope you had a good one today. And if not, I hope you have a good one tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow for it, guys. We'll reconvene tomorrow and try and make you smile then. Either way, again, my name's been Jack. Love your faces as always. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye!